Hey, what is up everybody? Blaze for here, and today I have for you another video of Black Clover Mobile. Inside today's video, guys, we're going to be going over what you should be doing pretty much after you finish Mage's Pass here, and what's really good to actually do with everything that you've gotten from Mage's Path. So if you guys are interested in that, be sure to sit back, relax, and enjoy the video. Y'all went crazy on the video I uploaded 2 days ago, and I gotta say, dang, thank you quite a lot. I have a really big one planned for next week because I'm currently doing a little something, and I think it might go well depending on how I progress with my team, but we'll just see. But for now, let's go ahead and get into the video. Now, I just finished Mage's Path here, and I was mainly trying to get this out the way to pretty much show you guys exactly what you should be doing afterwards. Now, Mage's Path, as many of us do know, gives a lot of good stuff here. We have the beginning and the intermediate. Intermediate is really, you want to start saving some of these things, and you really want to make sure you save your SSR versatile pieces. These pieces are going to be very, very helpful because in total, if you've done everything that you should be doing here, you should have a total of, I would like to say 4 right now. We would have had 5 if the raid gave us the second one, but you should have a total of 4. You want to save these guys because Noel, as many of you guys do know, will be dropping. And during that time, we should have an extra one given out eventually. So you have a free Noel if you just get her from the gate and get those pieces. So make sure you save this. But let's say you finish Mage's Path. What should you do with all of these rewards here? Now, I'm going to go ahead and click these. I'm going to be honest, you can either save your pools or use them. I've recently been trying to get Mars quite a lot. So I've been using a lot of my resources like that. It's kind of a iffy thing to do, but hey, listen, I'm a gambler at the end of the day, so we gonna see what happens. But pretty much you're gonna get this chest here that gives you an SSR Mage piece. Now, before you pick any piece, what you must know, you have to have the character. This does not give you the character off rip. If you select one of these here, and let's say you don't have, I don't know, you don't have freaking Nozel, right? And you're like, oh, I want Nozel, and you grab this piece. This does not give you the character. You will need the character first in order to use this. This is just a duped out piece pretty much, so you have to get the character to use it. What I advise doing when it comes down to this here specifically is either save it, especially if you don't have a certain character in it, or you use it for pretty much certain for certain people here. Those people I would immediately say that are really, really worth it is definitely William, because getting him 5-star as soon as possible is really, really helpful. Definitely one of the best things you can get out of here. The next person would be Mars. I would like to say Mars doesn't really go anywhere, and then Lotus, because Lotus doesn't really go anywhere. Lotus for him is kind of I guess you could say iffy if you do want to get it, because at the end of the day, his thing only just reduces all attack. That is actually really, really helpful, but at the same time, there are better things out there. And then if you have Mars here, which actually, let me see if I can pull up that book real fast. I think is it the glossary? Yeah, it is. Okay. You have Mars, and which unfortunately I do not yet. I'm missing actually a lot of characters, as you guys can see. But if you have Mars, you get something a little bit better, which is the reduced damage taken when being attacked. Now, Mars is a stupid tanky character, and he helps out your team a lot. So if you do have his passive to make him even tankier, it actually is a really good thing to get him up to 5-star anyways, seeing that he will not be able, or at least he won't be able to take as much damage. Personally, for me, I do state, most likely you do want to use this on William though. I don't personally have William just yet, but no matter what, once I get him, I'm going to use this to at least get the dupe of William. And then when I'm done farming up all my towns, I'm going to use those dupes to 5-star my William. Because William is very prevalent. He's really helpful. Even when he does eventually phase out of the meta, he will still be helpful for times to come. So I feel like he's probably your best choice, especially when you do finish Mage's Path, to use that on them. Now, of course, now we're coming down to the things besides just the rewards is, what do you do after Mage's Path is finished? Well, one of the few things that was the hardest things to do on Mage's Path was talents. It pretty much warms you up to starting to do it way more often. I actually was slacking on doing it, picking up now because I'm starting to get at least my teams kind of situated. You want to focus hard on talents. Talent is probably the next thing I would like to say a lot of you should be focusing on. Pretty much by now, a lot of us should be really having a little bit of UR gear, like a decent bit of it, and just some small amount of LR gear. If you've been playing like a free to play, with some medium luck, you should have some decent UR stuff and then a small bit of LR stuff. So if your team is pretty good on that side of things, which mine still does need some work because I am using some SSR stuff, if you can have at least your first team pretty good on just getting URs, traits are definitely the next thing to go for, or at least talents are the next thing to go for. These talents, no matter what, are going to enhance your gameplay. So definitely focusing on them would be a smart thing to do. Seeing, of course, Mage's Path kind of set you up for that. Now, another thing that I would definitely say is try to start stacking up a little bit on these gear enhancements. They kind of stop you at part 9 for the city one here, in which you want to kind of start trying to stack up on this, because you want to be sure to get these greater gear upgrade stones, because they're going to be very, very helpful. And the more the merrier for these, of course, because you're going to need to at least boost your gears a lot. So being able to focus on pretty much just getting up your talents and then gear enhancements definitely would be the move here. Especially if you have your teams already kind of set in stone, you'll be in a good position to immediately start just building everything that you really want to build. Now, that would be pretty much all I would say for Mage's Path, how it sets you up. It's a good progression way of doing things. I definitely say when it comes to talents, though, I will be really focusing on those in the next coming days, because they make a major difference. Like, as you guys can tell, Asta has only one dupe with just his card, nothing too crazy, and he nearly has 30k attack. He's been vibing out. We don't have full LR gear yet. There's things that are lacking on his gear in general. Like, we literally have a base speed gear on him. So, like, there's things that are lacking on him in general, and he's still getting the job done. So definitely try to focus on getting your talents up. Start focusing on getting the enhancement stones up. Those are going to be the things you want to do after Mage's Path. But without further ado, you guys, if you guys did enjoy this video, please do smash that like button with your forehead. Consider subscribing if you are new. Black Clover videos going actually kind of nice here. So we're going to keep up on at least that train of doing things here. But be prepared for a very big week next week. Just saying, we gonna have some fun with that one. But till next time, everybody, peace out.